Well, the trucks have delivered all the equipment, and now some players and teams will begin to trickle into spring training camp. We're all excited about that here at ESPN, of course, with SportsCenter and baseball tonight. Tim and Buster join me now. Tim, I'll start with you. How about an anecdote about spring training as you get set for, what's this, like your third one you're covering?
30th. And
I'm sorry.
Brian Anderson, years ago, Brian Anderson went to a spring training game in which he was pitching. He went on the bus. He forgot his glove and his spikes. When he arrived at the ballpark, he had to go find a sporting goods store to find spikes. And then he went to Walmart to get a glove, saying, hey, they got food, they got tires here, they must have a glove. And then he got 5 comebackers in the first 5 innings.
How about the first day in spring training for the Yankees in 1999, the spring after they won 125 games in the World Series? David Wells comes walking down the hallway, sees a crowd of reporters and said, hey, what's up, guys? What he didn't know at that moment was he'd just been traded for Roger Clemens. And inside the clubhouse, Joe Torre and Brian Cashman were waiting to give him that news. He thought they were calling him in because he had a goatee that needed to be shaved off.
How about a player or team, Tim, that you're kind of interested in seeing? And it's probably not going to be the Phillies or Red Sox. You kind of know about those teams.
I'm going to say it's Chipper Jones of the Braves. Last year he was considering retiring, and then when he tore up his knee, he was really considering retired, but he rehabbed it, and I'll be real interested to see how he does taking ground balls, and he is a real key to the Braves being good this year, too.
I'm going to say Pablo Sandoval, the San Francisco Giants, the defending champions. We heard so much about how Sandoval has dropped weight. That's incredibly important for the Giants, considering that a couple years ago he hit .330. They need him to be an anchor in their lineup again.
Now get onto a World Series stage, and everybody knows who you are, whether it be Sandoval or Lincecum or Brian Wilson. So, Tim, with that being said, how about a player who may come out of anonymity this spring?
Well, I'm going to say it's Sean Markham of the Brewers. Now, again, everyone knows who he is in baseball, but he's now on a team that at least has a chance to contend, and I'm not sure everyone has factored in how much better the Brewers' starting pitching is this spring with Greinke and Sean Markham.
Say Brian Mattis of the Baltimore Orioles. Scouts have loved this guy for a couple of years. They love his array of pitches, his poise on the mound. They think he's going to be a dominant starting pitcher, and we began to see that in the second half of last year. 7-3 with a 3.63 ERA. This could be a big year of growth for the Orioles left-hander.
Follow baseball all the next couple of weeks on Baseball Tonight, 3:30 Eastern Time in the afternoon. With Buster Olney and Tim Kirkshin, I'm Carl Ravitch.